Facade has encountered before. Ray Jazz showing no respect for Danny Moe, the other half of Team Neon Blondes with Facade. Well, Facade now is alluding to the fact that when he met Ray Jazz a few months ago, Ray Jazz used a pool of the ring attire to get a cheap victory, and nobody appreciates Ray Jazz's attitude. Ray Jazz, as he mentioned, a standout collegiate wrestler, represented America all over. I shouldn't say he represented America all over the world, because let's be honest, he represented Ray Jazz. The rest, what country he came from, was a formality and just coincidental more than anything. Hawkins traps his shoulders. Goes to show you that even though Battleground showcases so many of the veterans, the legends inside Cradle, Tim Embler talked about seeing the Rock and Roll Express face the powers of pain here on our next live broadcast July 1st. We hope that you can be here live to meet these athletes and feel it in person, but if you can't, we invite you to join us here on Fight TV again. But trip up on Ray Jazz by Hawkins. And a drop kick, nice height. Really nice form on that by Hawkins. But so too with the legends, we spotlight the young up-and-coming talent. Rising stars still carving their niche, and that's Facade. Oh, Jazz, I think, baited Facade in and came back with that headbutt in the midsection. Roll through, great use of building momentum, using leverage. Swings Facade over, comes down with the back suplex. And that's part of what comes. Oh, what a huge clothesline by Hawkins. I was going to say that's what comes from a very amateur base. A very ground-based center of gravity and center of your arsenal, where you know how to shift your weight like that to maneuver your opponents. Hawkins going to maneuver himself. Tope con hero. And Ray Jazz comes down with a somersault senton. Say what you want about Jazz's attitude, and many of us do. This man's a natural athlete. It's scary how good Ray Jazz is. And maybe even scarier how good Ray Jazz thinks Ray Jazz is, which isn't necessarily the same metric. But Jazz is looking to go 2-0 on Facade. And there's that gentleman that Jazz was making gestures to before this matchup. He's been a vocal part of this audience all night. Was giving our owner, Tim Embler, some grief when he was making those announcements. But Facade giving Jazz some grief. And Facade is one of those men, again, like a Bully Ray or like some of the heroes that we had mentioned that Facade looks up to, that really thrives and feeds off of this incredible crowd. Oh, Jazz took Facade down. Thought I might have seen a little bit of blood on the back of Facade. Yeah, there you see it. I'm not sure if that's a pre-existing injury or if he was opened up with a fresh wound, and I hope there's no open wounds there either, because Hawkins with a very sensitive landing. And Facade springs off, and I'm not sure how much he got of that kick, but that's incredible balance to come through, and it looks like he got enough. Hawkins in a bad way. And now the meat of this issue was originally Facade and Jazz one-on-one and a return bout. Hawkins at it last minute. Clearly he's impressed the right people. Tim Embler saw something in Hawkins and decided, I need you on this event, not July, but now look out! Facade was going to spring off the guardrail, and Jazz pushes Facade into these throngs of people. And Hawkins seizes his opening. We'll see if he can live up to that 99 score. Ouch. Danny Moe over to check on Facade, who landed on concrete and maybe human beings. No other options except for a steel chair or two, and now Hawkins for the second time lands in a most precarious way, and Ray Jazz looking to capitalize. And Jazz vaults Hawkins off the top rope, and there's an unlikely assist. Okay. 2 count only. I've heard of the mayor doing favors for a photo op, but that's getting ridiculous. Jazz now hammering away. Suplex and a nip up back in the ring. Jazz loves to show off. And yeah, he's been hanging around Little Guido a little bit with that hand signal. Jazz, lack of a better term, a stinger splash. Oh, went for it one too many times. Hawkins out of the way, but does he have enough wherewithal to capitalize? Forearm shot connects. Second time. Facade out on his feet on the outside. It may come down to Hawkins and Jazz. A beautiful, graceful, twisting forearm shot midair. And a low bridge by Jazz. Getting desperate in my estimation. Oh, and Hawkins tried to drop out of that and counter, but he actually made it worse because he got caught more awkwardly on that top ring cable. Facade opening. Blood down his torso, but revenge on his mind. Ouch. Switching directions, roll up, no. And Facade caught Hawkins using the momentum to deliver an offensive move to the other man. And Facade springs in, Hyper Crush! Hyper Crush scores! Can Facade get the cover? And Jazz rolls to the outside instinctively. Smart move. Danny Moe throws the chair. Like if Fonzie was a neon blonde. And here comes Facade. Gonna go triple jump into the somersault plancha. Perhaps no one else throws caution to the wind in quite the way Facade does in this day and age. That extreme mentality, no matter what letters are on the marquee, Facade lives up to it. And now, there you go, a more direct tribute to the death-defying Sabu. Triple jump, moonsault connects. Ray Jazz is down. This could be all, and Hawkins knew it. Hawkins made the save to protect himself in this one-fall match. And Hawkins kick combo of his own and neckbreaker. Whenever Hawkins leaves his feet, he's got great hang time. He can glide through the air seemingly. And check out, oh, Jazz with a double leg. Just came in and shoots Hawkins. And takes him around the entire ring. German release suplex. Again, Jazz's amateur credentials. Most overall wins, most wins in a season at NYU. Nice roll through there. Controls the body weight of Facade. And Spicoli driver. Got great momentum behind it. Jazz on top. It hooks the leg, and Jazz nearly goes up on Facade again. That would be huge. Jazz, a series of elbows. And down goes Hawkins. Again, Jazz puts all of his weight into that impact. Let's just drop you. He follows through and lands on top of you. More impact, maximum impact. And Ray Jazz, one thing he's not comfortable with, I believe, is weaponry. Jazz says, I'll show you extreme if you want to see extreme. Is this wise? Facade is hurt. Oh, Jazz has taken all day. Ray Jazz paid for it, right in a kisser. Oh boy. Facade with some devastating visions in mind for the chair himself. Jazz headbutting his way free. And, oh man! Facade takes a hard spill. He was looking to score big on Ray Jazz. And Jazz now, look at it. Oh, what great height on the frog splash. Ray Jazz scores big and Hawkins the save. Hawkins again saves his own interests in this match. Jazz nimble counter. Hawkins does the same. And comes down, drives him face first. Hawkins is gonna do this. No. Hawkins a half a count away from putting away Ray Jazz. Oh, Hawkins collided with Jazz, and then jockeying for position. Jazz hit the guardrail. I think Jazz is a non-factor. Facade the bridge, and he beats him.
Here is your